So welcome aboard, everybody. Happy New Year. Welcome to the January meeting of the Toyota Land Cruiser Club. Obviously, it's good to be meeting. It's unfortunate that we are again meeting virtually. We will eventually meet face to face. It's just not going to happen quite yet. So we're working on that. At this stage, we're aiming for March. Let's hope that we get there and we're all sweet, but we don't know, do we? So a very special welcome to quite a number of guests that are joining us tonight. I hope that you enjoy the meeting, and don't forget, if you've got any queries or questions to ask, you can contact either the membership officer or the secretary, or put a note up on chat, and we're happy to entertain and help whatever we can tonight. Also to all of you that are joining us on Facebook, welcome aboard. Lovely to see you all. And also any visitors we've got tonight, I'd like to welcome you all tonight. So obviously, look, some good news. YARC is obviously open, as we previously advised. We are still limiting numbers to 30 people. That's really just so that we can maintain infrastructure and make sure that we've got everything under control up there. It is very important that you remember, if you're going up there, you must get up on to the club website and you must book in. And just a reminder that when you book, you need to book every single person that's going. So whether you've got children going or friends or relatives or whatever, you need to have all of them listed. If they are guests and they're not members, not related to your membership, then at this stage, we're not allowing temporary members up there. But it depends upon numbers and things as we get along the case. All right, so driver training has got a bit of a backlog and they're working their way through as quickly as they can, but they are going to be running full complement sessions shortly. So thanks to the crew, the driver training team, for putting in all the effort to make sure that we get that all done. Just a note on the club rules that they're currently in the process of, they've actually finished the final draft, we hope, and they're going to be coming back to the committee within the next week, and then subsequently we'll get them out to you all for comment, etc. MPB, look, I won't report on that. Eric's going to give us a report on the multi-purpose building, so I'll leave that over to him. It's really important to note that we've, because what we're trying to do is control statistics, where members are and all the rest of it. We're utilising Wild Apricot to its full extent at the moment, and thanks to the IT crew within the club for making that all happen. So all events now must be registered on that website. That's really important. I mean, most are, or have been for quite a while, but just if you can remember, that's really mandatory at this stage. Reminder, Cruiser-Kana and Forge will be online later to talk about that. So 22nd and 24th of October, so make sure that's in your diaries. John Branch, Alison's here tonight, so she's going to give us a little bit of an update, but I joined them for their social day at the Yuyangs. It was a lovely day, actually. They were forecasting 34 in Melbourne. It was a lovely 26 to 27 degrees down at the Yuyangs, and quite a pleasant heat relief. And it was just a lovely day. And who are we up to next? Laurie, I'll throw it back to you, and you can show us a bit of a video.
Thanks, Ian. We're now going to go into a video. The video is the trip Lacola Mount Buller trip that James Clark ran back in November. So without further ado, I will play the video.
Just go with Steve on this trip.
Yep.
So just quickly before it rains, we're going to head up the valley here through Glen Maggie. We're going to take black soil track down to the Macalister River, follow the river up, and then we'll turn right and head up Butcher Country track, take us all the way up to Howard High Plains.
Hey, Peter. Hey, Karen. Hey, Marshall. See what happens? A little bit of rain and everyone gets back in their cars. Well, it's been a lovely trip so far. Paul was at the back. Look a bit old there, mate.
Oh, I've got it in the hip today.
Yeah, I know how that feels. All right. All set? It's pretty different. I'm not saying anything, Steve.
Time. I hope you all enjoyed the video that Steve McAdam put together, edited that together. Well done, Steve. And it certainly looked like a great trip that James Clark ran. Many more club trips coming, which is good, and we will no doubt report upon soon. Our first subcommittee report for tonight is from Chris Treble, our DA coordinator. Welcome, Chris.
Okay, thanks, Laurie. Good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's well. Very busy year coming up. At the moment, we've got definitely booked in. We're booked out for the months of February, March, and April. So we've got a full contingent for the 3 months. So I'm starting to roll people into May. Just wanted to let everyone know I'm trying to arrange this so that everyone's aware that when you sign up to do the course, I want to wait till the end of the month, contact everyone and give them the options of the next 3 months coming up, so they can book in. I want to get people, if they can do their theory and their practical in the 1 month. And I'm using the words, I need a commitment from. So when we've gone back, we've got a lot of people that do the theory part, but then prolong the actual activity to do the practical bit. So it's caused issues, but I'm trying to just change it a different way and give people an option that I want a commitment from from them in the next 3 months, and I'll supply the dates at the end of the month. So we'll see how it goes. It's been working so far. Everyone that I've contacted has been really good, and I've swapped some things around to fit people in. So everyone's really keen to get up there. So looking good. So we've just got to be careful on the numbers that we don't exceed our numbers, particularly with the current restriction on the 30. And I might have to go back and just clarify with people that we probably don't want teenagers or children to be present, I don't think, because I think they're going to affect our numbers. But I might have a chat with a few on the committee just to work out where we stand with that, because if we get a full contingent like I've got and we get all the instructors, we're going to be right up near the 30 number as such. But anyway, so 3 busy months coming up, February, March and April. So everyone's looking forward to it. So we're catching up as the DA team are going to catch up at the end of January to have our breakup, which we didn't get to last year. So it's a chance to get together and talk about what we're going to do for the year 2021. Hopefully everything is a lot better than what it was for 2020. So I think that's basically about it. Thanks, Laurie. Thanks, Ian, for the report. Any questions? Happy to take.
Thanks, Chris. I'm going to call in Eric Bishop. He's going to do a report on the multi-purpose building.
You saw the report we put into the weekend wrap about the budget overrun. Now that we're testing the numbers and so forth, it's obvious prices have gone up, but we're working through that and we'll get down to below budget levels that we've reset. On the production side of things, the retaining wall is complete. Grubb, our earthworks contractor, has confirmed he's coming in on January the 29th. He'll be there for about a day and a half, but I believe he's going to do some work with Yark management on some other issues and so forth as well. So we're sharing the cost of the floating of the equipment in there. So anyway, be that as it may, it's moving forward. We're just about at the final stroke of appointing a builder of the shed. And the only change will be that we're looking at getting prices for concrete independent of the builder and manage that process ourselves. But going forward, we've got a great group of volunteers now. We've got some extra volunteers throwing the hat in the ring since the weekend wrap notice went out, and that's fantastic. When you'll all be notified when we're ready to start doing some more work. Basically, we've got to get the cut and fill completed by Grubb, and then we're ready. He's going to push the trees over and so forth. We're going to start needing some people to give us a hand to get the trees away from the site, cut up into logs and so forth. And we plan to build our retaining, not the retaining wall, the safety fence up the back of the shed out of the logs that we pull out of the trees and the like. That's about it, really. At the moment, the committee is pretty much full on with organisational matters. I would say by the end of this month, definitely, we will have a shed supplier order placed. The shed window of installation is somewhere between mid-February and mid-March. They've all still indicated that period of time's available. Most of the work that we're going to do will be with subcontractors. And so therefore it'll be during the week, which won't affect any weekend operations at Yark. The other one that will be on MPB is with volunteers when we start pulling all the old logs together and some other works with the retaining wall. We've got to put a safety fence on it and the like. And the fit out. Once the fit out's ready to go, it'll be all full steam ahead. And really great thanks goes out to those who have thrown their hat in the ring as volunteers. And as I said, we'll be in touch. So thank you for that. Over to you, Laurie. Unless anyone's got any questions, that's me.
Thanks, Eric. No, I'm going to call in Liz Mills, the Education Officer or Coordinator.
Hi everybody, I hope you had a good break and did some trips while the holidays were on and are back safely. And here we are again, back on Zoom. Now, just welcome to all the new members and the visitors. Just to explain something between the difference between training and education. some people get a bit confused with it. Training is anything that is driver training. Education are the courses that we run during the year. Now, the different courses that we run, there's usually only about 3 of them where you have to pay anything, and that's first aid, CPR, and the chainsaw course, because they are all certificate courses. Generally, the courses are run by members, so it's members helping members, and there isn't a charge, unless there's some equipment they're particularly using for that course. So we always say a big thank you to all our members who give up their time to run these courses for us. And most of them we try and run at Yark because it's a beautiful property, which Yark Management look after for us. So we try and make the most of that lovely property. Just a quick update, when people are booking courses, due to the COVID-19 restrictions, as Ian mentioned earlier on, we are restricted to how many numbers we have there. So when you're booking a course at Yark, please only book the person that is doing the course. If another member of the family, a partner, wants to come up as well, that's fine, but they must book through the website for the normal Yark booking, please. In that way, then we're not booking people into a course that aren't doing it, and then not being able to open the course to people who really want to do that. So if you could just remember that, that would be wonderful. Thank you. Now, the first course we have coming up is the HEMA course at Yark. I'm keeping my fingers crossed there's no bushfire weekends that weekend, otherwise we'll have to do an instant plan B. That's on the 6th and 7th of February. At the moment it is full, but please do put your names down on the waiting list if you are interested, because we can ask Justin maybe to run another one perhaps later in the year. The first aid course on the 20th and 21st of February. We have a few members, quite a few members booked into that, 15 at the moment, but there are still some places available. And those who have paid their deposits, you will be getting an invoice very shortly to pay the balance of that. CPR course, that's on the 20th of February. That's just 3 hours to do the CPR only certificate. We still have a few places left for that as well. The radio communications course on the 27th of February, that is full, but again, put your names down if you want to do it at another later stage. What we do on Wild Apricot, we'll keep those names on the waiting list, and if that course comes up again, I'll endeavour to ring those people that are on the waiting list first to give you first option. Photography course at Yark on 13th and 14th of March, again that one is full. And I believe there are a lot of people on that waiting list, so obviously that is a popular one, and we will have to ask Ingrid and Les if they will come up and do another one. Chainsaw course, 14th, 15th and 16th of May. It was scheduled to be 12 people. It is full. I may ask Wayne if he can fit an extra couple in, but I'll have to just confirm that to see if he's got extra people to run that course. So bear with me on that one. The course is $400, and when you're booking, it will be $100 deposit on that. You will have to have your own Australian standard chainsaw course and all your own PPE as well. All the details will be on the website to do with that one. Right, and the only other thing really I have to mention tonight is I am organising a course in June. No details on that as yet, that are to come before too long, so just keep in mind, I think it's about the first weekend of June, there will be another course coming up. So just for all the courses, go to the website, and if you've got any queries or if you've got any suggestions, contact me on education@tlccv.com.au, and I will endeavour to help you, and if I can't help you, I will put you on to the people that can. So good night everybody, and hopefully by next February we might actually see you at a proper meeting and have the chance to say a proper hello. Bye for now.
Brian Stewart, Yark Management, can we have your report?
Yes, you can. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to 21-21. Let's hope it's a better year than last year was. I spent about a week up at Yark over the New Year sort of period. 4 of those days up there I had on my own. It was very, very peaceful. Just a great spot up there on your own. But anyway, we need people up there to get through the jobs that we work on during the year. And I've got a full roll up for the Saturday. Mainly the fantastic regular team that gives me so much support, both in this role that I play and personally. We're hoping for some really great weather so that many of the tasks that we have at hand can be completed. There'll be some preparation done for the concrete project in the work and storage area behind the toilets. That's sort of got a little bit behind at the moment. There'll be some firewood brought in because there's quite a lot of firewood that has been cut and it's just lying out and around on the edges of tracks and things like that. So we need to bring that in. Work will continue with the control of the tea tree, both by removal and by spraying. And there's work to be done on tracks, particularly a lot of the runoffs. And sort of down the centre of the track, the grass has sort of grown pretty high down the centre of the track. It will take quite a while for a few vehicles to drive over it. So we're going to get our local contractor Greg with his bobcat. He's coming in for a couple of days, and he's going to sort of clean up some of those runoffs and sort of possibly just take the tops off those tracks that are overgrown. Eamon's going to be there, and he'll be installing 2 more of the tent swag benches, which have proved to be very popular. And I believe that the ones that he's putting in this weekend will be down around the bush hut area. That'll make that sort of a more sociable sort of an area. And he's been working on those at home with some other helpers from our team. So that's been really good. Now, with all these COVID requirements that are in at the moment, we will be adhering to those over the weekend. And yeah, so just hope that you're all fit and up to it. And those who have logged in and booked in for the weekend, look forward to seeing you all up there. And if you haven't, I received a message from Matt earlier tonight saying that some of the numbers have been increased. So if you haven't booked in and you still want to book in, I believe that you can. Okay, so we'll see you at the weekend.
I might actually quickly call Matt Lilly. Matt Lilly, do you want to give a quick update on COVID so that people are aware of what's going on?
Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so the COVID numbers, the club has set at 30 for the weekends and stuff. However, what we're looking at is for the managed weekends, such as Yark Management and DA, maybe being able to increase that because we've got a designated person there able to do the contact tracing and such that we need. So that's just something we're looking at the moment. That's about it. Most information's up there. The booking system, we went through to the Victorian government and we've told them exactly what we do up there and our contact tracing system. And they were really impressed with the wild apricot booking system. And that's what's enabled us to keep the numbers where they are. So, yeah, everyone keep doing the right thing and signing in when you get up there, and also the temperature checking and booking on wild apricot. So we can have 30 inside the building. Because we have a computer tracing system, or for our, contact tracing, we can be the 1 person per 2 square metre rule. However, that means we'd be able to have 100 in there. So in my discussions with them, they were quite happy with the 30 inside the Hilton. So, yeah.
Good, yeah, okay. Now, next subcommittee report is from the President of Geelong, Alison Williams.
Thank you, Laurie. Welcome, everybody. to 2021. We had a great barbecue at the Yuyangs. We had a lovely day, as Ian said. We're having a meeting at the Geelong West Town Hall on Tuesday the 2nd of February. Our hall's ready to go now. And the ARB Open Day is a little bit on hold at the moment due to COVID, so we're still waiting to hear a confirmation whether or not they'd like us to hook their barbecue. We have a social on the 21st of February at the Port Arlington Pier, so any Melbournians who'd love to join us, please jump on board the Peninsula Ferries and come on over and see us. Sorry, the Port Phillip Ferries, we'll have you going to Sorrento. Port Phillip Ferry from Docklands to Port Arlington. It leaves at 10:40 from Docklands and arrives in Port Arlington just before midday. We can pick you up and take you to our barbecue spot, and we can keep you entertained until the ferry leaves at 4:30 to go back to Docklands. It's $33 return for an adult. So if you'd like to come, it'll be up on the website soon to book. In March, we have a meeting on the 2nd, and then we are hopefully hosting Camp Host at Dando's in the Otways. Still waiting to hear back from 4-wheel drive, but we'll just be camping. And that's the 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. Greg will be running some cooking sessions for some children. We've had interest from about a dozen people already, so it's up on the website, and please book in and come and join us. Later on in March, we hope to be doing a Clean Up Australia Day event in either Lerderderg or somewhere within the Geelong region. So keep an eye out on that as well. Thanks, Laurie.
All right, on that note, we'll move on to Viv Gardner, trip convener.
Hi everyone, it's great to be back after Christmas, and I hope you all had a good time and a happy new year. As we all love to get back out on the tracks, you know it's a great way to meet fellow club members. So I'm hoping that our trip leaders have had the time to research some great trips and put them up for advertising soon on the club website. I've got Dulcie's listed a midweek Jericho working bee for Monday the 29th of March to the 31st of March. I'm hoping this will suit many club members, as some are lucky like Baz and I, who have now retired and can get out and do a few things during the week. Dulcie does a fantastic job on behalf of the club looking after these historical sites, but she can't do it alone and she needs our assistance. After her working bee, she always runs a little mystery tour of the local 4-wheel drive tracks. It's good fun. Also, Michael Martin is seeking expressions of interest still for the Land Cruiser's 70th birthday. My committee are hoping to run a trip leader course soon via Zoom. Sorry that it rhymed. And so keep your eyes on the website for more information regarding this. In regards to applying for trips, you automatically go on a wait list. So when you see that wait list, don't assume the trip is full. That's just the way it works. And the trip leader will accept you if there is room. We've had 2 trips run successfully recently, and we've got another 2 this weekend, one with Michael Shuki, and Baz and I are running one too. And hopefully the club members will get more time to get out on the tracks when the trip leaders can get their trips advertised on the website, and hopefully COVID won't close us down like they did last year and we didn't get many done at all. Okay, Laurie, that's all for me. And we'll see you on the tracks, hopefully.
We're going to move on to Sandra Tanner and special events.
Look, we've got the Mornington show coming up in March. I'm not sure if it's going to go ahead or not. It's completely up to the organisers and COVID. We've got the forms and everything, which I have to fill out. So fingers crossed, if it is going ahead, I'm going to want a lot of helpers. No excuses will be accepted. I want as many helpers as I can get, but I will keep you informed anyway. That's in March, the 11th to the 14th. So, and it's at the Mornington Racecourse, which for a lot of you members, it's easy to get to, much easier than it is for me. As for the Geelong show, that's in May. And hopefully that will be going ahead because we're hoping that things will be much better by then anyway. So that's all for special events at the moment. So just remember that 11th to the 14th of March is very, very important. Don't make any plans, please, because we're going to need as many people as possible. It is a 4-day event. Thank you.
Thanks, Sandra. Thanks for that report. I'm going to move on to Cruiser Khan at Forwards for Leyland.
Hi, how is everyone? Can you hear me? Great. All right. So Cruiser Kana is still planned for October this year. So the 22nd, 23rd and 24th of October is when we're going to run that event. We are still, that the committee comes back together after a break over the Christmas and New Year break and coming back to finalise a number of things around the event. So we'll be doing more and more. But for your enjoyment, we've got another video for you. And Laurie, please. I'm always, surprised about the events in the past years. It's amazing, the participation of members and other club members, other clubs around Victoria participating. We hope to bring that all together again this year. So, looking forward to running the event again this year. Laurie, back to yourself.
Great, thanks, Forge. Yeah, that was a 2010 Cruisacana. For those who recall the previous meetings, we did the 2006, we did the 2008, and now 2010. Thanks to Steve McAdam and Viv Gardner for editing those videos together. We've got quite a few more to show you, and of course, as we get closer to the 2019, which was the last one, we get more and more video content, which is makes it really exciting. On tonight's video, thanks to Viv for putting that one together. It's well done. All right, we're getting a few questions over on Facebook. Not much on chat here, but Facebook, there's been some questions about taking dogs to Yark, and I'm pleased to say Barb Ryan's been in there over on Facebook answering Piers Thompson's question about can family dogs be taken to Yark, and Barb's written back, "Hi Piers, dogs are not permitted in the huts or in toilet blocks at any time. They must be kept under control at all times, i.e. on a leash, chain or cord. Please refer to the club rules." So that's most of the questions are on Facebook. I think there were some others, but unfortunately they've scrolled down and I can't see them. So if you still think they're relevant, can you please put them up again so I can see them? Darren Buswell, you had your hand up. Are you on chat at all? Darren, did you have a question?
No, it was all right. It was just accident.
An accident?
An accidental raising of the hand.
Oh, that's
He
good.
wanted some time in the limelight.
I was just sitting looking across my screen. It says Darren Buswell's put his hand up. I thought, well, that's.
Well, it took me a while to realise it was up, and I couldn't get down quick enough.
Essentially, there, Darren. Darren's our Cruisacana sponsor coordinator.
Yep. Anyway, welcome, Darren.
No worries.
All right, we're fast moving towards the end of our meeting, and we're actually up to questions and answers. And on that point, I'm going to actually hand it back over to President Ian Ross to handle any questions and answers. So please feel free to put them up on chat or on Facebook.
Thank you, Laurie. Great videos we've seen tonight. Also, just great to hear that we've got so many educational courses going, first aid, CPR, photography, chainsaw, etc. Well done, Liz. You're doing an outstanding job. It's really great to keep those courses flowing. Don't forget to look at the club bylaws, folks. They're up on the website again. So the rules, the old rules, which are subject to change, of course, but anyway, they still are the rules. But the bylaws refer to things such as pets dogs being at Yark and those sorts of things. So don't be afraid to, well, actually don't forget that it is a requirement of membership that you make yourself familiar with the rules and the bylaws. So they are up on the club website, along with a whole lot of treasure trove of documents, financial statements, past minutes, whole lots of things. It's a fabulous website, and we should be very proud of the fact that we have so much of a repository there. And also the other thing one of the big things that I should mention is we're slowly working to get the old club magazines up on the website as well. There are some there, and it's a big job, as you can imagine, but the positive thing is it's still happening. Quickly scroll through and make sure nobody else has got their hand up. It's a bit hard to see. All right, now with that, just a reminder, our next meeting's on the 16th of Feb. See you all then, if not before. So if you're going up to the Working Bee, have a good time and stay safe and get out on those trips, folks. And don't forget to book in now for education courses and trips. All right. Again, welcome to our visitors. I hope that you've had a good time tonight, and trust me, the meetings only get better when we're face to face. So cheers. See you all next month, and all the best. Good night.